tab, plugins tab, start recording tab, edit scene checkbox tab, stop streaming button tab, settings Windows desktop tab, task tab, people button, shift tab, Google Chrome 1, Xbox One running window enter, Xbox.
Exhibition.
Windows desktop tab, tool tab, task tab, notification chevron, shift tab, people button, to shift tab, task, open broadcaster soft enter, profile, glare scenes, tab, list view, not so tab, plugins button, tab, global source tab, start recording tab, stop streaming tab, settings space, settings dialog, settings list tab, OK button, shift tab, settings list box, general, 1, encoding, broadcast, video, audio, tab, OK button, tab, cancel button, tab, desktop audio device, combo box, default, 1 of 3, tab, microphone / auxiliary audio device, combo box, disable, 1, default, microphone 2 high definition, shift tab, apply, shift tab, apply button, space, shift tab, Windows tab, type tab, taskbar Microsoft, open broadcast, enter, profile, glare scenes, shift tab, mixing offset milliseconds, tab, settings tab, OK button, to activate, space, profile, glare, Windows desktop.
Exhibition. Exhibition. Exhibition.
Search box edit. Restream chat. Desktop app. Restream enter. Malware bytes. Yes button. To activate press spacebar. Enter. Cancel button. To activate press spacebar. Alt plus C. Tab. Restream chat read only. Restream chat link. Tab. Cancel button. Tab. Restream chat read only. Restream chat link. Tab. Cancel tab. Restream space. Tab. Cancel tab. Restream chat escape. Tab. Cancel but tab.
Hello again, everybody. Tab. It is the coach. You're tuned in to
Madden. Yes button. To activate press spacebar. Enter.
A Sport.
Windows desktop tab. Tool tab. Taskbar. Restream chat 1 running window button. Enter.
And the Cincinnati Bengals.
Window tab. Taskbar mic. Restream. Open broadcaster soft. Enter. Profile. Windows tab. Tool tab.
Task. Of Houston. Standing by
an Google Chrome 1 Xbox One enter. Quality button to activate press space.
And Charles Davis.
Our coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston on a second ago. A Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. Brandon Gaughan, Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who got off to a fast start? Horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by second-year man out of Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
What a start to his NFL career as a rookie. 19 touchdown passes in just 6 starts. That was more touchdowns than Joe Flacco, Tyrod Taylor, or Marcus Mariota. And Houston went 1-8 after losing him, which lent credence to many people saying he should have been the Rookie of the Year based on his play and how Houston did without him.
Watson on first down. Got here by Griffin. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And let's look at the Houston offense.
Will Fuller is one of the young flyers in the NFL and gets to top speed in just a couple of steps, so everyone has to respect the game because he'll pass people in a hurry. But what that does is leave open space underneath. He can take the short pass, turn it into a bigger game. He makes people miss. If he takes care of his hands and doesn't drop a pass or two in a game, he's going to be one of the best receivers in the league.
Back to throw, Watson. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the zone. He got close. At least he set the defense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to Bader.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get glaring. How'd you not score?
They'll give it to him up the middle. And not a whole lot. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
The offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Run here with Bernard. And he has met his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, then 3rd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
Really do, but he is so good that every team in his vision, every year, is trying to make sure they draft.
Green's up. Got it. Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills take the first quarter lead. Well, that's as good of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone knows the quick game. It's a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successful for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Look good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. It ends with a Bengals score. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. Shoves him away. And he'll take it across 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Texans set to come to the field. And following the interception, any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start the next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On the ground, this is the bowler. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And the Bengals starting defensive unit now.
Let's talk about the versatile linebacker. You can play him inside, you can play him outside. Undrafted coming out of college, and that still fuels him. Gives him that huge chip on his shoulder. And when he's right and plays at his best, one of the best linebackers in the league. Just has to know where the line is, and go past it, and cost his team some penalties.
New notification from Mel. Email via SCTT. Via Tech Crunch. Hands on the Google's Pixel Slate. Google unveiled a new lineup of devices today, including the Pixel Slate, a tablet at the company. Mel
Met on a Thursday, week 2 last year. It was the first NFL start for John Watson, and it was his 49-yard touchdown. to prove the difference in a victory. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Down! Blue 80! Blue 80!
Now it's Watson. Is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you can find something. There's no available there for him.
So a change of position here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over 1st and 10. The ball switching back over to Cincinnati here. They are 3-1 4 weeks of the NFL season. Had a big road win last in Atlanta. You know, it's interesting. It's the first time that A.J. Green and Julio Jones matched up since they were drafted back in 2011.
Yeah, A.J. Green went 4th, obviously, to Cincinnati. Julio went 6th to Atlanta after moved up big in that draft to Tim. Julio had in charge of receiving, but like A.J. got the last lap. Did his team win the game? Green had a 13-yard touchdown with 7 seconds remaining to give the winning margin. But how about Tyler Eifert, the Titan of Cincinnati? What a tough injury, and we can only send our best wishes to him in his recovery.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folding like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard, and it goes up 3rd.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that line of scrimmage.
To throw here, Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know you tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing to look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, too much.
Very good there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The 4th down run. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On down, Watson. Quick throw here. That's complete. The loss of a full 3 yards. Now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, it's behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make it or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. The loss 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. A shotgun for Watson. Now he is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits be great. You throw a receiver, he could come down anyway.
And he comes with 1 complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is understanding situations and then having to execute it, guard the 1st down sticks, don't let them get there, and they've rallied and made the tackle.
He gets away, and boy, it's another boomer. Mistake there. This is well to the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense gets set to head back out onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looks big. It gets hard to actually attain that first down.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, receiver here has got 1 touchdown already in this 1st quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time fell incomplete.
Dalton on the draw to and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know as a kid, I always got real excited with all those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. What happened there, that followed up.
And incomplete.
Dad used to tell me all the time when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going in the dome setting, better sit up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like we saw there with the incompletion. A good there, 17 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10. A battle for, and this will be caught. Right off the bat, a first down to start the drive, 2 yards. So from the 39 now, come up on a 1st and 10. Now prior to the snap, we hit all heroes as time has run out on the first quarter play. 7-0 is our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2, and they've got it here, 1st down. Play from Miller. Now Watson. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it in the bridge, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. They're all open in the zone.
You'd think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, he's got a couple to play with.
Watson now to throw.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Throwing on third, Watson. And now another one thrown incomplete. The Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick, there on the catch.
Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force a situation.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near the field. Play action here on first down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get there for the sack. B.J. Reader coming up the middle. It's in there for a loss of about 9. Defense went 3-4. They got some push inside.
And something in a 3-4 don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes how about him working and put a big guy on the ground.
They try to throw back and down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit of finesse trying to get it to his back.
What will Dalton die? The attempt on a dive, and he has it. What a catch. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone on your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of or you think you're really going to fade out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins is back onto the field. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need works. They need explosive. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get in the ball so they can do it. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Here's Watson now, second down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick, there on the coverage. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Third and long, it's Watson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Jackson with a pick. And they will take over at 29-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed down. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Mixon with a first down carry. And only able to muster a couple to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up. Is what they're hoping. Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now. Loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
When you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. Now they got bottled up.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Underneath, this is Bernard. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give a 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. And it didn't happen.
They got the interception, very little movement after. That forces him to settle 3, and it does feel settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, go put out the fire. Did field goal.
New notification from Mail. Facebook. Page facing up. Michael Buller posted an update. Facebook. October is National Bullying Prevention. Facebook page facing up. Michael Buller posted an update. October. Mail at Gmail.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. Hasn't had his best day point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, it also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to the coin.
I would agree, so you have to give him credit. You've got to find a way to beat the defense and make sure when you got playmakers touch the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion, anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. A reminder that when halftime rolls down, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On down, it's Watson. Not able to hook it there. Incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. While we have a second, wanted to touch on a new program that's making its debut. A lot of people excited, Charles. The Madden 99 Club. Now, what that is, gives special recognition to those guys with an overall rating of 99. Of course, that's as good as it gets. So, through a partnership with Nike, you're going to see custom, of-a-kind gold 99 Club cleats and gloves reserved for guys like Antonio Brown, Gronk, and Luke Kuechly.
And you and I were fortunate enough to get an early sneak peek at them. And I'll tell you, for my money, really cool thing they're doing. Sharp, sharp look. And how cool would it be for those guys to be part of that exclusive club and have something else that the league has that signifies them 99s. That's pretty cool.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second down, here's Watson. And they jarred loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group out there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. This is going to be incomplete.
Well, I've got to give him credit there. He tried to sell the out route. He tried to sell it hard. And a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass. And this is what you run when you attempt a long goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
On first, and here's Andy Dalton. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Bengals the first of their timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And following sack, they'll look to make a minute on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, looks to throw. Uzama. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. It's caught by his tight end, Dama. And he'll down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
What you're hoping for when you run drag outs, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was affected.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And he's got Rome. The 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for Texans TD. You think you're going into halftime? A good-sized lead, not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speed.
No doubt about it. Instead of being relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point by Fairbairn. Good. So we are at halftime here, and it's the Bengals out in front as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Cohen in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it over, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. We want to remind you that new this year in regular season games, I'll take you around the NFL and give you stats and scores from games in progress, as well as look back at games that have already completed. So keep an eye out for that. But now, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Fairbairn now to kick this away. Fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down shy of the 20. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about my favorite subjects. But the count I also like to call them. Things in the survey in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's the counter. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now get down.
Well, Brandon, so much for time adjustments. They still can't get going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
They'll stay on Mixon again. And he'll lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
It's a tough right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff one for a loss. Quarterback's got to see that. Find a way to line up one to something more advantageous.
A 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense gets back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slide in.
Looks like an eye shower in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over for the 1st and 10. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. He's hoping to make what has been a good game here and make it a great game. It's so far solid, and we're still in the 3rd quarter.
And there's nothing wrong with solid. You want to be that. You want to be reliable. You want to be a guy that puts your team in a position to have a chance to win. And that's what we're seeing from him.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ending sack. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Actually, the O-line failed to try to keep that momentum. Caught left side, Hopkins. 4 yards on the completion, and it's up the 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. Pretty woeful 0 for 5 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw is one. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a down. They are good for it. Here's one. This is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory.
Let's just say, with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Dalton, 1st and 10. That's going to be caught at the yard line. Nice job defensively to hold to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but one of the more dynamic in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They go option right on Sewell, and he probably would have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. Dalton here. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground and they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Bullock will put this one through. And lead stretches to 6, 13-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job to hold the 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Make the field goal. And went against them, but that could be a whole lot better running off the field.
And now out comes Houston. And on the last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. Offense, they've got to be a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't do it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Another throw on 2nd. And this one incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys.
You're right. They have had no room to breathe. To left side complete. It's Hopkins. And he'll get to the 29 line. Brought down there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4 down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
So the first thing you want to do is have him think that you're going outside to move in the direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
So here's Walton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Passing. He is going to be taken. And that's the final play of this 3rd quarter. #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. That is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, it's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Don't need it all at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Losing 3 yards here. Staring at a 3rd and long here.
The head coach gets big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here? Long distance situation? Do you put it in and trust your defense? Make sure you take care of the ball and punt it? What kind of options do you have here and trust more on your team?
Yeah, they have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. It's a to the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away that defense.
At this stage of the game as well, you don't need to press it there because you do have that little bit of cushion, and you count on your team to make it stand up.
Heading out as the Texans defense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because berserk to come off the not really move the ball. You said not even get to the red, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
2nd and 10. Watts. Oh, he's got a little delay. And this time, the hook up. It's complete. Give him 17 pick up there, and the Texans so can set him down. Watts a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Waddle. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Geno Atkins in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt the calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back to the sack. Excellent pressure up front. No Down he goes.
Now, meanwhile, pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. If it does get picked up, that could possibly seal this.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team picked off 2 passes. That would have been the third in the game. And boy, they've done well attacking the football.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they do it effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays, gets first downs, and keeps the ball away from the opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Here's Dalton. Look, and it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. Third down here. But not to get too over there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. We'll go from incomplete to
out a pass. Couldn't hang on to the contact. Incomplete.
with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs in the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to do the play. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 27. A great return there of 22 yards. Possession will hands first and 10. And now out comes Houston. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know, ball when the pitcher gets on base, they bring his jacket out to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts sweatpants or a wrap on his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer now from all the work he's getting. I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect pressure here.
And the blitz comes. Dumps it to Miller. A 2-yard gain. That'll bring up 4th down. Well, I think that's safe to say the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra harder to move it.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go apply here, right?
It does, and that means the play is still wide open, but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shot downfield, but maybe it continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now Dalton throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
When you see passes down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the Dalton, he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jadeveon Clowney getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the Eagles in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Here's Kevin Huber now. Wonder, could they possibly think of taking a safety here? It's taken it around the 40. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to and he'll be brought at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's hard to fit. But you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
Back 22.
They look to throw. And this one taken on the right sideline, but in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. A little bit dinged up. Or is it just off just a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need
2 yards. They'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Desperation time. It on 4th down. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. So they've gone for twice 4th down in this game, and both unsuccessful.
Wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if into a 3rd situation, he'll say, hey, you got anything for me? Might get radio back.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken out at the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of the guys.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They call it a game 19, and it moves to James. Clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the. So now you keep defense, you dive the right, and they hit them over the top.
A road in the national ball. Never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter who you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
Tab. Go home button to activate all tab. Profile. Blair scenes. Screen open broad.
And all our
Xbox. Profile. Blair scenes.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
Tab. List view. Not selected.
So
Monitor.
long
Tab. Scenes. List box.
from
Tab.
Houston.
Tab. Exit button to activate. Tab. Global sort. Tab. Tab. Edit scene. Tab. Stop streaming button to activate.